And we back. We back, man. Another day, another dollar. Um, Welcome to Unofficially Retired, man. Where we dispel all the narratives, all the media narratives. We get y'all some real sports knowledge. You know what I mean? You know, for the ones that don't know, all my new people, I'm Judah Shoota. This my guy LA, my co-host.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And how you doing, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Ready to talk football, man. Ready to talk football.
I definitely feel that. I
How
think
you
week
feeling, brother?
3. I'm good, man. I think week 3 was extremely exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely ready for that. Definitely ready to get into that. Had a lot of upsets. This is the third week in a row they said that the biggest Vegas underdogs
Mhm.
won their game. Like with Washington beating Cincinnati, they was the biggest dog of the week, and they won. They said this the third week in a row that happened. I'm pretty sure the first one was. I'm pretty sure Cincinnati done let 2 out of 3 of those happen. I'm pretty sure Cincinnati versus New England was the week 1 dog.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I didn't expect him to win that game, but he did.
yeah, it didn't work out. But yeah, man, for all my people that's been here before, we got some new exciting things. We're gonna start breaking these things up into segments, man. For all my new people, welcome and enjoy. You feel me? But before we start, like I like to do everything, I like to start it. Sometimes I put it in the middle, sometimes I put it at the end. But we got one request of you guys at all times. If you are new and if you already haven't done this, that's all we ask. We don't ask for much.
Mm-hmm.
We just ask that y'all hit that subscribe button, that post notification, so you know whenever we going live. I do a very terrible job on Instagram and other platforms letting y'all know when we going live. So if you got that bell on, you'll just know. You'll see it. You'll know. You know what I'm saying? They'll send you the alert, and we good. But we hate our jobs. Well, I can't speak for him. I hate my job.
No. Speak for both of us.
Okay, yeah. We hate our jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And we love sports, and we would love to do this all the time. So you know what I'm saying? If y'all rock with us and y'all appreciate what we doing, because we appreciate y'all, and show y'all appreciation, and just hit that like button, that subscribe button, comment, so we can come to you. You know what I'm saying? And again, before we start, I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling a little bit. Every single Wednesday, I've had a few people lately ask me like, what day do we do the show? Every single Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If something happened and we can't be here, I will let y'all know, and we'll probably just move it. But once a week, you will see my face, and Wednesday is typically the day. So just had to put that out there in the air for all my people that keep asking me. But first segment is called Heat Check. Man, essentially, we picked 2 players this week that had the hot hand. That was, as I like to call it, wheeling and dealing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So getting straight into that, Jayden Daniels taking over Cincinnati was
Yes, sir.
huge. Was a little scary for me as a Giants fan. All right. It was absolutely a little terrifying knowing that they got one. You know what I mean? Like they
They
got one
did.
for sure. We definitely talk about it. While I throw these up on the screen, you know what I'm saying? Watch him wheel and deal. Man, how'd you feel about this? Because let me give you his numbers real quick.
Man.
Jayden Daniels went 21 of 23. That's 93%, bro.
Yeah.
254 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a dub. I
Yeah.
think it's safe to say a star was born, bro. I think it's safe to say on
Definitely.
Monday night a star was born, bro.
Definitely. And yeah, you said he had 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he rushed for like 39 yards too. He had 12 rushes for like
Mm-hmm.
39 yards. So yeah, he played out of his mind last night. And what I liked going in before this game was what he said. He said going to LSU, he said he said the reason why this game means a lot to me is because I was going to LSU. I was always compared to Joe Burrow. So like everything I was doing was being compared to him. So this gets to show that he's just his own person, his own quarterback, and making his own lane. So this was his coming out party, and and did he make a fool out of that cornerback too? Man,
Man, Yeah, for people that don't know, I think his name is Cam Taylor-Britt.
Yeah, and his
Cameron Taylor-Britt in his post game week 2, his post game interview, they asked him about Washington, and he said, "Yeah, they run a nice college offense. They run a nice college offense, and yeah, Cam Taylor-Britt ain't had the best game. Terry McLaurin was on that ass. If I'll be honest, you know.
You showed that deep ball on him.
Oh yeah. That was one of the first plays. You know what I mean? That was one of the first plays that was on here.
And they said one thing I also like too. They said his completion rate, I believe, is like 91% right now. So
I think it was 92 or 93. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
that
man,
was insane. That was the highest for a rookie ever.
Yeah, definitely put itself like at the top of the totem pole with the rookies right now for rookie of the year with this performance.
So, no freaky, they called that a thick six. I ain't gonna lie. They called when he threw it to the lineman, they called that a thick six. I thought that shit was hilarious, nigga. But look at this. This is the play in instance that kind of like, man, you up a touchdown. I think it was less than a touchdown, but he actually got smacked during this play, and just look how beautiful that ball is.
Yeah, man, the placement is crazy.
Like, you can't place that anywhere else.
Yeah, and the thing is, even with the deep ball to him, like you can just see how comfortable he is. And then everybody was talking, well, not everybody, but the commentators were talking about that stood out to me was that, he's like a 4-year player, I believe. He's for some time in college to develop,
Right. He just poised is the word they kept using. He's very calm, cool, collected in the pocket. A lot of people think he want to run, and that is like the complete opposite, in my opinion. He wants to pass the ball. He can run though.
What I liked was he was dishing to everybody too as well. No disrespect to my boy Zach Ertz, but I ain't really heard much from you like until last game. You know what I mean? Like I haven't heard much from you in a while since that injury. So it was good seeing him like.
Right. It was good seeing him get some action. Sometimes that happens. We have technical difficulties on here. He right back though. It was good seeing him.
It's all good, but I was definitely like impressed with his performance though.
No, that's super dope. And before we move on to the next hot hand that was willing and dealing, I will be remiss if I didn't talk about Burrow, because that's my guy. Burrow had a hell of a night his damn self. Just couldn't get it done. Couldn't get the win. I mean, Washington hasn't punted in 2 games, which is absurd. First of all, for that offense not to punt in 2 games, crazy. Yeah. For that team not to punt in 2 games, crazy.
And also give props to Cliff as well.
Yeah, Kingsbury. Yeah.
He's also doing a phenomenal job. Definitely want to talk about him later on the pod on one of our segments, but
yeah, I
definitely doing a phenomenal job with that offense right now. You know what I mean? You can see a little bit of the stuff that he ran with Kyler. He's running with him a little bit, so it's good to see.
That's exactly what I was going to get at. I definitely was going to say he had Kyler, and he had Kyler looking like the man. So somewhat I ain't going to say a bigger version of Kyler. I think Jayden Daniels is a much better quarterback in the sense of the word than Kyler Murray. But a lot of similarities there with them being able to make pretty much every throw and having the elusivity and whatnot. You know what I mean? So I agree with you on that Cliff Kingsbury thing. Just to throw out Burrow's stats, he went 324, 3 touchdowns on 127 rating. He did his damnedest. I saw Chris Canty try to blame him. I don't really like that. I don't want to live in a world where a quarterback throw for 324, 3 touchdowns, no picks, a 127 rating, and you say, "Oh, he didn't do enough to win the game."
And I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, he might have got sacked like 3 or 4 times, maybe. I want to say 2 or 3, but that's besides the point. He didn't lose in that game. He did what he could, put his team in position to even win, to get that onside kick, that's the only thing you could ask for. At that moment, he played a great game. I don't believe he had any interceptions, and like I said, when you have a defense getting cooked like that, what am I supposed to do if you can't stop anybody? You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? And it's I feel like the Bengals right now, that 0-3 start is going to be tough to come back due to their division and how good the Steelers are playing at the moment. So I know it's tough. I don't blame that loss on him. I like what he said though at the post game where he was like, we're not out of it. The playoffs is far away, and I'm not really thinking about Super Bowl or anything like that. I'm just thinking about next week. We have to get better next week. Simple as that.
No, I feel that. Just side note, it's a lot of people in here, bro. A lot more than normal. So, hey, man, y'all tapping in the comments if y'all got anything to say. Comments, I usually post them on the screen. We'll talk about it if we got some time. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. But next, moving on to a guy who used to play in Cincinnati. And can I say, hey. Let me start by saying, damn, do it feel good being right. Let me say that. It feels amazing being right. Because I ain't gonna say I told y'all so, but I told y'all so. Putting Andy Dalton in this offense,
told me so.
It's just like it ain't, I'm still not sitting here saying Bryce is a bust because obviously that says what's next for his future. I think Bryce Young will be traded in the offseason. I think if they are absolutely shit this year, he'll end up playing at some point again this year. If they're absolutely shit, if it's decent to kind of good and we kind of competing for this division, then it's like, yeah, bro, you're not seeing the field no more. It is what it is, which is cool too. So I don't think he's a bust. I think the book is still out on him. Like, we don't really know. I think you got to play more than 18 games for me to really say that. But my whole point last week when I said Andy Dalton being in this offense would be better was strictly because he knows how to operate an NFL offense. Like, the vet over the rookie, you can't tell me they were at a lack of weapons. You can't tell me that they didn't invest in these things that we kept saying was bad. Like, yes, the first year was bad. The only receiver was Adam Thielen, but Deontay Johnson went off. You know what I'm saying? 8 catches, 122.
He did.
Touchdown. Like, he went off. You know what I'm saying? Chuba Hubbard, the running back, went off. Like, it just sparked some life into them, too. It was like, oh, we feel like we got a chance to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all I was saying Andy Dalton would do for them is give them a feeling like they can go out there and compete, and it's not for nothing.
Definitely.
And that Bryce wasn't helping himself. That's all I was saying. Bryce wasn't helping himself with his performances.
Definitely. Well, I would like to say that I was wrong last week. Bryce, my advice to you is to sit down, take notes, just prepare, just figure out your way. But I can't really just put so much stock into this one game with Andy. I've seen Andy have good games before, but ultimately have horrible seasons. But he played great yesterday or other day on Sunday, so I can't really say much. What he had, he passed for 319 yards, 3 TDs. No picks. So I can't really say nothing, man. But Bryce, get well soon, man.
This nigga said get well. This nigga said get well. Nah, I feel you on that, but I also don't think y'all like take into consideration who the fuck Andy Dalton is.
He's a vet,
like more than just a vet, bro. He was there. Him and the Bengals, AJ Green was damn near competing for the AFC North every year. Every single year. His challenge was winning a playoff game, not winning in the regular season. You know what I mean? So when you put him back in the game, it's like, oh, nigga, I know exactly where to take my shots. And he was throwing some dimes, first of all. You know what I'm saying? He was out here dotting. And I forgot about my boy. I got his clips up here too. We ain't gonna do him like that. You know what I'm saying? He was you know what I just remembered? This is your football team they were playing against.
This is my embarrassing football team.
This is your football team they're playing against. That is what I just remembered.
Team in the league. Yep, that's us.
After beating one of the best, it sounds about right. Antonio, now that we on that, while everybody enjoys these highlights of Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle cooking, you know what I mean? How do you feel about Antonio Pierce at his post-game press conference saying, I feel like there was a lot of guys that made business decisions out there today, and we're going to do the same.
Yeah, I love it. Nigga, clip niggas. I'm tired. I'm tired of niggas. Really, you know what I'm saying? And I seen our Raider fans found the person who was the corporate, Jack Jones. See, I'm calling you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm
What
calling
did
you
Mr.
out.
Jones do? Talk
I'm
to me.
calling you out. He out here trying to act like he's trying to tackle. I heard arm tackling. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? He not getting to your spots. It's like you're doing this on purpose. And another thing too as well. Miss you. You got one more game, brother.
Man,
Got one more game, brother. That's all I'm
y'all
gonna
was
say,
just
Judah.
having Minshew mania when y'all beat the Ravens first. Look at Deontay Johnson doing work. Y'all mean you can't tell me that man is not a weapon.
One game doesn't really do it for me, but like I said, I definitely should have done Deontay Johnson last week. So my apologies for that. You definitely balled out this week.
Yeah. You know,
my apologies.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a beautiful thing watching Adam Thielen cook niggas. You know what's crazy on that catch? He tore his hamstring shreds. He tore his hamstring shreds. Get well soon, Adam Thielen should have been the statement. They placed him on IR today.
Oh, they placed him on IR already? I didn't get that report. I didn't know that.
They definitely placed him on IR. So
wow.
Yeah, they down a receiver that do get a little rough, but hopefully they figure it out. Moving on, man, to a new segment that I like to call Showtime or No Time.
I'll let you start this one off.
You know what I mean? Essentially, it just means should we pay attention to it, or should we give it no time? Should it showtime? Should we put it on the big stage, or should we talk about it, or is it no time and it means absolutely nothing? It just was what it was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start with Caleb. Caleb shines, but the Bears struggle. Caleb had his breakout game this week. He had 363 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He also had 2 picks though, and they ended up losing the game to the Indianapolis Colts. Roma Dunze, who actually took that pass to, had a great game as well. So they both had a pretty breakout game, but the Bears caught the L, man. So what is this? This showtime or no time? Should we put any stock in the Bears continuing to lose, or it's nothing? It just go with the rookie wall, I guess.
He had not typical, because throwing for 363 yards isn't really that typical for a rookie. But
respect.
So, and he had 2 TDs. The only thing you have to clean up is the interceptions, obviously. You know, costing your team possessions. But honestly, I'm not really putting in that much stock into it, because you got to think about it, right? Like, he's a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes. He was sacked 4 times. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
It keep breaking up. My fault. He was sacked 4 times. So yeah, it's no time, man. I'm not gonna put so much stock into it.
I feel that. So okay. I think I want to agree with you, but I'm gonna say Showtime. They had a lot of plans on winning that division, bro. Like they had a lot of plans on at least competing for the division, and it just ain't looking right. Like it's starting to look good, but it don't look like it's gonna look promising probably till mid-season. And will it be too far gone by then? Is the question. You got Packers. You got Packers. You got Vikings. You know what I mean? Like, who else in that division? Packers, Vikings, Bears, Detroit. Like, yeah, it get a little rough. You know what I mean? Like, it can get a little scary out there, if I'm being honest. So the slow start could hinder them.
But like I'm saying, he's a rookie. He had Keenan Allen's not out there. DeAndre Swift hasn't been doing what he needs to be doing, what they expected him to do this year, especially coming off the year he had with the Eagles. So right now, he's just trying to find his way. Roma Dunze finally came like alive for the first time, really, like since the season started. So they're just trying to find their way right now. you beat a Colts team who's been with each other. Their defense has been with each other for a little minute now. So, it's all right. You're going to be all right.
No, I get where you're coming from, and I feel you. I just think the hopes they had, they should no longer have, if that makes sense. We're not even trying to sound hooked up though. Like
they're 1-2.
They should be out of that. Yeah, it should be out of that type of conversation. He's a super bust in the chat. That's crazy.
A super bust is crazy though.
I don't see. Let me see. 139. Oh no, this was just now. Yeah, no, he's talking about Caleb. I thought you might have been talking about Bryce. I thought I got to it late. Oh, he was talking about Caleb.
Throwing for 363 yards, I don't think in your third game is a bust, but
I think he meant based on expectation and what we thought he would be. And I think it's still too early, so I can't necessarily agree with that yet either. I think it's still too early, but I get where he's coming from based on who you are and what's supposed to be. And we'll get into that in a second, in one of our Showtime or No Time takes. But yeah, I kind of get where he's coming from, and I'll explain a little bit later. But moving on, man. Is this Vikings team serious, man? Showtime or No Time?
Showtime, definitely. They definitely like they're scary, man. That defense, man. I ain't gonna lie. Holden, I believe they held with the Giants to 6 points. They held Frisco or 49ers to 17, and they held the Texans to 7. Like they're doing their job, you know what I'm saying? And their offense is scoring like crazy. Sam Darnold, I believe, is second in the MVP race right now. Justin Jefferson looking like he the best receiver. It don't matter who's throwing to him. I could be throwing to him. He catching it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Showtime. I got to give a lot of credit to Brian Flores as well. Especially like a couple of weeks ago, he got a lot of scrutiny and stuff like that with the Tua situation. So it's good to see like them coming alive. But Brian Flores should be getting a head coaching job next season if this continues. But go ahead.
I feel it. He's interviewed for a few. I don't know necessarily why those didn't work out. I'm not into some of the politics of football. But, he's definitely been interviewed before. He was up for the head coaching job with Brian Daboll for the Giants. So he's definitely been in some head coaching meetings and had some opportunities. But I agree with you, man. I think this is completely Showtime. I think this is 1,000% Showtime. I think we should pay attention because this defense has everybody confused. Doing it to Daniel Jones week 1, post snap reads. Hey, that's a walk in the park. People do that all the time. But he did it then he followed it with Brock Purdy. Then he followed it with CJ Stroud. And it's like Brock Purdy's thing was he's elite at processing.
Yeah.
We know how good and how high CJ Stroud's football IQ is. So for you to confuse both of them and hold them to minimal point, yeah.
Especially with the Texans offense. You got Nico, who had a
and they loaded. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And you had Stefon. So, yeah, man, to hold that team to only 7 points you're doing something right so far. And when I think it was I forgot who it was. I want to say it was Anthony Barr. I want to say he was just
I don't know if he still play for them.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He just got back to them, I believe.
Oh, he just got back. Okay.
Yeah, he just got back.
I was about to say because I know he wasn't there. He went to the Cowboys.
Yeah, he just got back. But he was saying he was talking about their defense and stuff like that, and it was just saying how much Brian Flores is credited for it. So that's why I think he should be getting a head job soon. Like if this continues, do a head coaching job, especially the record. Yeah, they're undefeated right now at the moment.
And just to put some legs on it, I like to give people legs to stand on. The Vikings defense is legit. So these all these stats came from Fox Sports. The Vikings defense is second in points allowed. The Vikings are allowing 10 points per game and only allowed 3 total touchdowns. They're top 10 on third down defense, allowing 31%. They're second in stopping the run. So Brian Flores is doing his goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Simply put.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Putting new schemes in quarterbacks haven't seen. So
man, I'm talking about he'll have the whole line of scrimmage He'll have the whole team at the line of scrimmage, and they end up in cover 4. How the fuck did you get 2 corners and 2 safeties to drop that fast?
Yeah.
Huh?
Run your ass
What?
on, man.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm saying, like, nah, he's doing amazing work there. So I'm curious to see what they do, and also I'm happy for Sam Darnold, man. So
yes, sir. I have one homie who's a Vikings fan. He's the only person I know in the whole wide world who's a Vikings fan, and he's been calling him was it Sam VP? So SAMVP, yeah. It's kind of true. Through 3 weeks of the season, it's true. So
he looking all right, man. So
yeah, he got 8 touchdowns to 2 picks. You know, Sam is out here cooking. You know what I mean? Yeah. Moving on to one of my. You know what? I'm gonna save that one for last. Save that one for last. Josh Allen shade Stefon Diggs. I don't know if you saw it. I do have it for the people that did not see it. Somewhere in here. Is this it? Yep, this looks like it.
Guys that don't care about the stats, they don't care about the touchdowns. And again, I think throughout practice, we've just had this mindset of like, hey, let's just do things the right way and find ways to win football games.
Yeah, we're gonna run that back for the people, man. Just in case that one was only 13 seconds.
Wonderful thing when you got a bunch of guys that don't care about the stats, they don't care about the touchdowns. And again, I think throughout practice, we've just had this mindset of like, hey, let's just do things the right way and find ways to win football games.
It's a fun and wonderful thing when you got a bunch of guys that don't care about the stats. They don't care about the touchdowns. It's showtime or no time. Is he
everybody
shady?
ISO? Everybody ISO. Yeah, everybody ISO. Josh Allen. You've won 3 football games so far. You're playing unbelievable. Everybody expects that out of you. Now, my problem is, your problem shouldn't be with Stefon Diggs. He didn't say anything bad about you. He didn't say anything bad about the Bills or the organization. He kept everything in-house. He wanted to leave, and when he was asked that question, he said, I'm not going to talk bad about him. But you chose to talk bad about a person that we all know you're shading. Now, your beef isn't with Stefon Diggs. It wasn't with him demanding the ball. It wasn't you had too many receivers to take care of. Your problem is Patrick fucking Mahomes. That's who your problem is. You need to address him. So you can win all the games in the regular season you want.
Okay.
All the games. Have all the MVP. Oh, you didn't win MVP. Actually, you haven't won one. Your 2 peers are dominating that category. That's number 1. And also, you're talking about a receiver who's a Pro Bowl receiver. Who was your safety net, they like to call it. Mm-hmm. So this is who you're talking about. So, like I'm saying, your problem isn't with Stefon Diggs. Your problem is Patrick Mahomes. When you beat him, that's when we'll all rejoice. But you can win all the 3 games that you want, throw for 400 yards. I don't care what you throw for. Go into that playoffs and beat the Chiefs. You're talking about Stefon Diggs. Let's see what you do without Stefon Diggs. That's my issue with Josh Allen, because he didn't say anything about you guys. He didn't say anything about you guys at all. Win your football games and do what you have to do. You beat the Jaguars. They lost the last 11 games.
8.
Come on now. Like he
no,
sounds crazy right now. So
I feel you on that.
And I'm ending that. But yeah, he sound like a clown, bro.
No, I feel you on that. I think it is definitely showtime because, like you said, bro, you might not have said no names, but we know who you're talking about. We know for a fact who you're talking about. But I just think, bro, the crazy thing is, I think what he said is absurd because of how well they did together. Like, nobody thought of you as this Josh Allen until he came into your life. You know what I mean? Like, so I got the numbers, bro. They played 66 games together. Stefon Diggs has 445 catches, 5,372 yards, and 37 touchdowns. With an AFC title game appearance, and every year in and year out, y'all are Super Bowl contenders because y'all 2 are on the field. So I get that he's asking for the ball. Sorry to cut you off. I get that he's asking for the ball, and I get that sometimes receivers are prima donnas and all of that. But I think that's a part of passion and knowing that he can make shit happen. So I get you have a responsibility as a quarterback to get the ball to whoever's open. And I get sometimes that can get annoying. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up talking to me. I understand you want the ball. I get it. But to sit here and say, yeah, you know, it's fun because nobody is out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, basically demand the ball, ask for the ball, do whatever. It's like, nigga, what? You should appreciate this man for everything he's done for you. Like, so y'all should appreciate each other for sure. Like, y'all should appreciate each other. That's why I feel Stefon Diggs on, bro. I'm not finna talk bad about this man.
I had a great
whatever
career
we got going.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like I'm saying, though, like, Josh Allen, like, your problem is with one person and one person only. It's Patrick Mahomes.
That's a great take.
That's who you're
That's a great take. I'm not mad at that. That's a great take. I can't be mad at that one at all. You know who we can be mad at? Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Is Trevor Lawrence a bust? Showtime or no time?
Bro's a bust. He's a bust. I'm gonna keep it sober. Bro, I remember when we were in high school, we heard about a kid that's 2 grades younger than us, right? Trevor Lawrence. It was like he's going to Clemson. He committed early. This is the #1 pick overall.
He went to Buford.
Yeah, like they've been saying he was going to be the #1 pick since he's been like 16.
Yeah.
So this is hold on 2 seconds. Let me read off his stats or some of his stats.
Okay.
He has 61 career turnovers. And he only played 4 years. This is his 4th year.
Yeah.
In his last game, he just had 178 yards passing, 1 TD, 1 interception. His QBR is 19.8. He's playing awful.
Yeah.
Awful. God awful. And you know what? So I'm gonna say a bust, especially what the coach said at the post game. They said they need some changes. They need to figure out what's going on.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Who? Mac Jones.
That's exactly why they got him. That's exactly the reason why they got Mac Jones. And this will be the time to put him in if this continues. 0-3 start. I'm not saying we expect a lot from the Jaguars each and every year because they've been terrible. But, you know, we expected a lot from Trevor Lawrence to turn the organization around. And he hasn't done that. So, yeah, he's lost his last 11 games, I think. So,
yeah. I agree. What I said earlier with the thing about Caleb was, I think this is what TJ was trying to get to, where it's like, bro, because of who you were supposed to be, what you're giving me is not saying that at all. So you're supposed to be Trevor Lawrence. You was, let me see if I got this right. You was the Gatorade Player of the Year in Georgia. You won a national championship. You know what I mean? I don't think he lost the game. I don't think he lost the game until that 1 year at Clemson.
Yeah.
Like throughout high school, and I'm pretty sure it was mostly because of you. So you read off some of his turnovers. I just give you the full-blown stats. Year 1, 3,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. They blame that on Urban Meyer. I will agree. We'll blame that on Urban Meyer.
Well, I'm a Michigan
People like
fan.
to throw year.
I'm gonna blame it on Urban.
I feel that. People like to throw year 1 out. Cool. Let's throw year 1 out the books. Year 2, he had 4,100 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 picks. That sounds more like what we need from you, brother. Year 3, 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 14 picks.
Yeah.
That ain't what we need from you.
Yeah.
You closer to Jameis Winston, 30 for 30. In that regard. You know what I'm saying? And this year, he had 560 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That was before Thursday. You know what I mean? So before Monday, sorry.
Yeah, man.
Before that. And Daniel Jones has 600 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a win against Cleveland. I'm just putting it out there, like because they like to call my quarterback trash. So just giving people reference for where Trevor Lawrence is in comparison to trash. You know what I mean? Just putting that out there. So I 1,000% agree. They are 0-8 in their last 8 games. And he's thrown less than 60% in every game. So I think it's safe to say that this is a Showtime topic, and we should really be having this discussion over a lot of platforms, like a lot of platforms. And he's actually one of those guys where, barring something like, I ain't gonna say catastrophic, but barring somebody being kind of dumb, he would lose his job and never get it back. In my opinion, they just paid you. So if somebody's dumb enough to trade for you, like after the season, and you don't produce there, I think you're cooked, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It's over. You know what I mean? It's just over. It's not everybody else all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Same thing with Bryce. If they decide to trade him after this year and he goes somewhere else and stinks it up, then you're either going to be a backup quarterback for the rest of your life, or you're just not going to be in the league anymore.
Just not going to be that fucking good, right? That's my thought process about it. I ain't going to lie. That's just how I feel about it. Man, Trevor Lawrence bust. That's the name of the video. That's the title of the video. Because I just felt like we was going to agree on that one. You know what I mean? So, try to move on. Jacksonville put Mac Jones. Put my boy in the game. Time to put him in the game. This is another segment that we got. I like to call it the fan vibes. You know what I mean? So, essentially, I just did a poll. Did a poll on the ground from the Unofficially Retired page and from my personal page. And this week's poll was, who was better in their prime? You got Julio Jones, you got AB, and then you got Tyreek Hill. Okay. So this is what we had. I ain't gonna show the poll too early.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? If you haven't voted, y'all can go ahead and vote right now in the comments. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and vote right now in the comments. If y'all have not voted,
it should be easy.
Have you voted?
I guess. I shouldn't have to. It should be easy.
Talk to me. Who you got? Who you like?
Quintaris. Come on.
Julio.
Quintaris.
John Julio.
What black person you know from Alabama named Quintaris Lopez Julio Jones? It's Julio. It's simple.
His mom was fucking a Mexican.
You know what I'm saying?
His mom was fucking a Mexican.
It's simple, bro. It's simple. Tony Toe Tap. I'm going Julio. This is ridiculous. I'm not this is ridiculous.
Before we move on, look, TJ has some input. He said they in a different place. He needs to sit because he's a project talking about Bryce. Trevor Lawrence needs to sit because he sucks.
Yeah. I can't get mad at that.
Hey, I can't really argue with where you coming from, brother.
What stood out to me the most was, like I said, you got in there 4 years. Well, you've been there 4 years, and you have 61 turnovers.
Right.
Yeah. That's a lot for me.
On that monster. Yeah.
And who you got on it?
Oh, I most definitely got Julio Jones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But AB is like right there for me.
Yeah.
Like right there. Like I'm talking about on his heels.
Tyreek Hill catch with his body too much for me. I don't like that.
Tyreek Hill's not really in this conversation for me.
Yeah.
No matter how like explosive he is to me, like he's not in this conversation to me.
Yeah. Like you're talking about pure receiver.
Like the run that AB had in his prime, I just literally looked at the 6-year run he had in Pittsburgh was insane.
It was just him and Julio going back and forth at one point. It was just Who was better? I always pick Julio though.
Bro, I thought you was doing the AB dance just now.
Oh shit!
I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was.
Damn. Oh damn! Hey, damn.
Swear to God, I'm like this nigga doing the dance. You already picked AB. Why you doing the dance, nigga?
But nah, man. It's like I said. It has to be Julio. Julio, he's a better receiver. He can run the whole route tree. His hands is impeccable, and his fool's like 6'4". So
okay, AB. I think the size put Julio over them all.
Yeah,
that's it. Bro, like Julio's size and ability to do everything really put them over. But like I found it. The 6-year stretch by AB is something we may never see again, is what the title says. 2013, 110 receptions, 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns. 2014, 129 receptions, 1,600 yards, 1,700 yards, and 13 touchdowns. 2015, 136 receptions, 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns. 2016, 106 receptions, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. 2017, 101 receptions, 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns. In 2018, 104 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 15 touchdowns. I think we forget because he been doing all of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we forget how cold this nigga was.
Bro, I was, bro, he should have been a Raider. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I thought he, you know what I'm saying? I'm still salty about that, but it's all good, though. But nah, bro was tough, man. I can't deny AB. You know, all this
undersized doing that. I think pound for pound, he might be one of the best. If he really put that in there like that.
Yeah, it gets hindered because all of his antics and stuff like that, man. But he was cold though, and I'm glad you said Tyreek Hill was not a part of this conversation.
Not really. I didn't make this graphic, by the way. I found it, and it was like, oh, this is interesting. I know people will be invested in this. By the way, y'all showed out on this poll. I ain't gonna lie. It only showed the percentages. It don't show how many people voted, but y'all showed out for sure. Got a few hundred votes on this one. Yep. And the people agree with us. They took Julio by a large margin.
Yeah.
A very large margin. They took Julio. AB was close. AB was not close. He was the second, though. And then I think a lot of people feel like we feel Tyreek Hill's not really a part of this conversation. Surprisingly, I don't know why. I need to look up Tyreek numbers, man. Maybe somebody, if you're a Chiefs fan or if you watch the Chiefs often or if you hate the Chiefs and he's ruined your life, comment, let me know. Let me know something.
But the receiver could you put right there that was consistent and cold in their era.
In their era? I mean, I might have could have threw if I wanted to go like big receivers, because if I would have made the graphic, I'd have probably did bigs with bigs, smalls with smalls.
Okay.
So I probably would have did some Randy Moss, Julio, Calvin Johnson shit.
Calvin Johnson. And that's,
you know what I mean?
I'm taking Randy just off of
oh yeah, that's my favorite receiver all time.
Yeah,
so
off of
taking him.
Disrespect, but that's a hard question. I can't even get mad at whoever
that's what I'm saying. That's the one I'm picking. That's the type of graphic I'm picking, and that might be the one we do next week. Y'all want that one? Y'all comment. Let me know if that's the one y'all want. Y'all want the Julio versus Calvin Johnson versus Randy Moss. If that's what y'all want for the fan vibes next week. You know what I mean? Moving on. I appreciate everybody that participated in that, man. It goes a long way, believe it or not. It makes these streams a lot more entertaining. It makes them a lot more fun for us. Y'all interaction is always fun for us. That's why I be so heavy on y'all hitting these comments, hitting this like, share, subscribe button, because we fuck with y'all. Same way y'all are fucking with us, bro. Maybe even more, because this is what we want to do. Y'all just taking the time out y'all day to do this. So we appreciate y'all super for that.
Our job to entertain y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Moving on, man, to something I like to call the way too early awards. Now, this segment is a segment that will change weekly. Obviously, we can't have way too early awards every week because some of these things will stay the same. But I only got 4 categories for the people. So we got MVP, we got DPOY, which is Defensive Player of the Year. We got OROY, which is Offensive Rookie of the Year, and then COTY, which is Coach of the Year. I'm gonna let you take this one. And we'll go one at a time. You give me your MVP, I give you mine.
Okay.
Then I go Defensive Player of the Year. You go vice versa.
Sam Darnold's my MVP so far.
Sam Darnold is your MVP. I am 100% in agreement with that. Mm-hmm. That is what was on my list. Sam Darnold for MVP. Sam MVP, nigga.
Yep.
You feel me? So what's next? Defensive Player of the Year. I know your answer. And it was a decent answer to me. I just think it's an easy answer.
It was, but
so I took the current NFL sacks leader, and I took Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson had 5 sacks in the game this year.
I can't go wrong. Michigan Wolverine.
You know what I mean? He had 5 sacks against Baker and them. They took an L, but he still had 5 sacks. He did his part. I can't blame him for that. Can't really blame defense. It was a very low-scoring game. So they took the L that week, but Aiden Hutchinson put on a show. So that's my DPOY if we picking one right now.
Mine would be TJ Watt. Yeah. That nigga's unbelievable. That nigga. Yeah, it's TJ Watt.
Oh, man. I can't be mad at that. Can't really be mad at that.
I'm killing.
He got a sack per game. Can't be mad at that. He got 3-0. Yeah. Consistent work. Can't be mad at that. All right. Who's your rookie of the year?
Jayden Daniels. So far.
How much did Monday affect that?
All the way. All the way, because I'm probably gonna say Caleb. To be honest with you, if Caleb, even if the performance he had, I was gonna say Caleb if he didn't do what he did. So yeah, it's definitely Jayden Daniels.
I'm gonna go with Malik Neighbors. Is his teammate?
Only right.
I mean, not just only right, but he hooping. he balling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't front. I like that catch he had too. Last game.
Oh, both of them though. Them was in the same drive. We mossed the cornerback on the sideline, and then he did a ballerina twirl in the air, and then got his feet down. Yeah, I'm definitely going Malik Neighbors on that. He's the youngest player in the NFL to have 2 touchdown catches in a game. I think it was the youngest player to have 10 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown in a game. He just breaking records constantly. And we got a game tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to be tapped in. I'm not going to work. Definitely going to be tapped into that one. Yeah, man. Malik is showing his ass, if I'm just being honest. Top 5 in receiving yards in the league. He's first in touchdowns. Yeah, he just fire.
Yeah.
I don't know who that throw up was at. Whose was that at? You gotta be more specific. Was that at mine? I hope that wasn't at mine.
Oh, yeah, definitely in my picks.
Yeah, I hope it ain't yours either. Maybe it's like, I know what it is.
What?
I know exactly what it is.
He's
a Ravens. No, he's a Ravens fan. You picked TJ Watt.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's a Ravens fan. You picked TJ Watt. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, that nigga cold. Sorry. yeah. Sorry.
Nigga said sorry. Oh man, so coach of the year. I think we had the same one on this one. I'm going Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings head coach.
Yeah, it should be. Right now, these first 3 games, it should be clear. It's him.
Yeah, bro. They've beaten 2 Super Bowl contenders in a row.
Yeah, they're looking. Yeah, they're looking. They look like the real deal.
I think. It go more to my statements earlier. I don't really remember if I've ever said this on live, but me thinking Sam Darnold was going to be okay or JJ McCarthy was going to be okay in that situation, and me thinking whatever rookie quarterback went to Minnesota was going to have the best situation, partially was because of him. Offensive line is always 12 or better. You got Justin Jefferson. They're not healthy right now. That's even more credit to Kevin O'Connell because Jordan Addison and TJ Hockenson are not healthy right now. And they're still winning. You know what I'm saying? They still winning football games. So that's a super credit to him. But like for quarterbacks, you got Justin Jefferson, you got Jordan Addison, you got TJ Hockenson, you got Aaron Jones in the backfield. You know what I mean? And side note, he confirmed it was about TJ Watt. Yeah, I just felt like that system, and you got an offensive-minded head coach. And now you got a defense behind that. Oh, yeah, the Vikings could definitely make some noise. And if Kevin O'Connell had anything to do with the hiring of Brian Flores, I think that's huge too. More credit to him, more kudos to him.
Yeah, he should definitely win coach of the year if this continues.
Yeah, and I think even if they get 10 wins, he should win coach of the year, regardless of the outcome. They get 10 wins, he should win coach of the year, I believe. Especially like because you just got to think of the body of work. Like last year, he had Josh Dobbs looking like, you know what I'm saying, like he was back in college. And they call him the Pastronaut. Nigga, his whole focus is not on football. This nigga's an astronaut.
See, that's the thing though, too. Though, like, I guess I got to give a lot of credit to him too with Kirk, because like, even though Kirk, he's a vet, he's solid, he's good, stuff like that. But man, it's just I don't know. Like, you just brought up a great point. I forgot that Addison's out. I forgot that Hawkinson's out. Like, what he's doing with this team is that just adds more to the conversation.
And they've been out.
I forgot. I forgot
TJ
about
Hockenson ain't played a game this year. Jordan Addison played that one game against the Giants, and he left that game early.
Yeah, I forgot about that, bro.
You know what I mean? So, and Justin Jefferson got hurt in the second game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like they are doing things. They are doing great, honestly, bro. If I'm gonna just be honest, bro, they're
doing their thing this year
together, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So before we get out of here, people, we definitely got you are player of the week. Okay. And that is, you could take it as your player of the week if you want to, because these are our individual players of the week. Or you could take it as unofficially retired player of the week. Same shit. It doesn't matter how you take it. It's up to you. People that are still in here, man, comment your favorite player from this week. I ain't gonna say your favorite player, but who you think had the best game, had the most impact, or whatever. Y'all go ahead and comment. I'm gonna let you go first on this because I know you were stuck between two, and mine is gonna surprise the world.
Yeah. I would have gave it to Josh, but ever since the comments, he's acting like a hoe. So I'm giving it to Jayden Daniels. I'm giving it to Jayden Daniels. He's acting like a hoe. For real. Give it to Jayden Daniels, bro.
Simply because Josh Allen is a hoe. Jayden Daniels, you live to see another day over here on the UR player of the week, man. Yeah, to give you some reference, Jayden Daniels had 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground. He had 2 incomplete passes, 141.7 rating. I would assume that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because if you only miss 2 passes and you throw no picks and you have 3 touchdowns in total, I would just think, and you had 250 plus yards, I would just think maybe that was a perfect game. Just a little bit. Josh Allen, you missed out because you was a hoe. Even though you played good football, you just a hoe. You just a hoe. Mine. All right. I will.
They're gonna shock the world. Embrace myself.
My UR player of the week for week 3 is Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley.
Who would have thought? You good?
Yeah, who would have thunk it, right?
You under the weather? You straight?
No, I'm breathing. I'm good. I'm chilling, a little dehydrated, but I'm all right.
Okay.
Just had to be unbiased. Let people know, and also let people know this ain't I ain't got no smoke with the man. You play good football. You play good football. He ain't do it to me. I don't care. You know what I mean? With Saquon, they went into New Orleans. No AJ Brown. Devontae Smith gets concussed. I still don't like Jalen Hurts.
Not to interrupt, but I want to talk about that Devontae Smith thing when we're done.
Got you. Yeah, I don't like Jalen Hurts. You playing the hottest team in the NFL right now, averaging 45 points a game. Defense on fire. I came on here like loud as shit talking about they was hitting shit. Nope. What Muhammad Ali say? Hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. And boy, did they not get a hand on this nigga. Damn near all game. You know what I mean? What was his numbers? He had 17 carries for 147 and 2 touchdowns. 17 carries for 147 is damn near 9 yards a pop. That means every time you give it to me, we get a first down.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? Every time you give it to me, you get a first down. See, even my people's just surprised. Like, everybody a little surprised by that one, that I went that direction. I feel you. I feel y'all on that. Feel y'all. But you damn near get a first down every time I hand it to you. 17 carries, 147. You heard me say you give somebody a ball 25 times, they should get 100 yards. Hey, we'll give it to you 8 less times, and you'll have 150 yards.
Yeah.
A little, you know what I'm saying? 2 touchdowns, and he had that long breakaway of 65 yards that kind of like broke the it broke the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it broke the game essentially. Like, this is a defensive game. This is all right, field goals, and then it's like, nah, I'm gonna get ghosts on y'all real quick.
Yeah.
Like, for all the people that told me I lost a step, I was one of them.
Last
I don't know if I'm still kind of one of them. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if I'm still kind of one of them. I just meant lost a step on speed. I didn't mean like the catching and stuff like that. But lost a step on the speed because I've seen him get hawked down. Maybe those people were just faster than Saints players, and maybe he has lost a step. But it didn't fucking look like it.
Yeah.
So I can't even say nothing on that. You know what I'm saying, on that part. And I can't hate receiving yards. What do you have? He only had 4 receptions for 9 yards. So it was strictly running back. It wasn't none of that. I want you to be Christian McCaffrey shit. It was, we struggling. We need some help. Put the team on your back. And I can't lie. That's exactly what he did. He put the whole Eagles team on his back. And I meant to put this in here, bro. He saved Nick Sirianni's job, and he saved Jalen Hurts. He saved Jalen Hurts from us being on his ass and all the media criticism, and he saved Nick Sirianni's job. Wholeheartedly believe that. So when you out here saving niggas' jobs and saving a now $200 million quarterback from getting ripped apart to shreds, hey, bro, I just gotta give you your flowers where they, you know what I'm saying, where they need to be given.
I gotta applaud you, man. I gotta applaud you. That was a good take, good pick.
I try to be an unbiased, you know what I'm saying, counterpart on here, man. I try to be a little unbiased. King Henry got a vote for Player of the Week. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
And the Cowboys cannot stop the run, bro.
That's why I'm hoping tomorrow the New York Giants run the damn ball. Man. Run the damn ball, son.
Yeah, man. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick.
Yeah, no, yeah. And Derrick Henry went 25 attempts, 151, and 2 touchdowns. So 6 yards a pop. Can't be mad at that one either. You said you wanted to touch on the Devontae Smith. I'm assuming the concussion. I'm assuming the hit.
Yeah, man. And looking at the replay and stuff like that, because when I was watching the game, I initially didn't see it, but I was looking at it and stuff like that. I'm just kind of like, bro, like, how did the refs see that, and how was how's no repercussions being involved here? The only reason why I'm saying this too as well, like, his helmet was off. You know what I mean? So you hitting him with his helmet off, he was knocked out cold. And also they just threw out Derwin James for something that wasn't even close to this. You know what I mean?
I did see that.
So the NFL probably should do a better job of protecting their players, in all honesty. You know what I mean? And so I just didn't really think that was like they didn't handle that right. They still not handling it right. Because I ain't heard nothing about it since. So I don't know. I was just kind of lame.
Yeah, I don't think anything is going to happen. Especially now that we on to a whole new week. Yeah. Especially like next week starts week 4. Like, I think it's over for that. I do agree with you that was a little foul. And he was already down, bro. He wasn't.
Yeah.
And like I feel like, and I don't know the guy who did it, so I guess take what I say with a grain of salt. But if it's not preseason and you're not trying to earn a job, nigga, relax. Like, if you're on this roster, nigga, relax. He was down. You ain't make this tackle just to, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, coach, look at the tape, bro. I'm giving extra effort. I'm on every pile. No, nigga, you just hit the nigga to hit him while he was just sitting there. You just wanted a good lick in.
And maybe you didn't know he was knocked out because it was an awkward tackle. He got hit, pause. But he got hit from the front and he got hit from the back. So once he got hit, he fell out. Like, you know what I mean? So he kind of like this. But his helmet's off. When he falls on the floor, his helmet's off. And then he jumps on him. So it's like, my helmet already off, whether I'm knocked out or not, my helmet's off. I ain't got no protection or nothing. So what you doing?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Oh, I wasn't even more so talking about them jumping on him after. I was talking about the play that knocked his helmet off. And right up on the side, bro. You didn't need that he was on the way down.
Yeah,
She was on the way down. There's no need, bro.
They should it's crazy too is why I'm so pissed and so mad about this situation for it is because like every other play it's a roughing the passer. Every other play is don't do this to the quarterback. Don't do this to the quarterback, and you're limiting what the defense can do by getting to the quarterback. So if you're gonna show that same level of respect and care for your quarterback, show it for every player that's on the field. You know what I mean? Plus a wide receiver. Y'all should look into this because I guarantee you, if a quarterback got knocked out like this, like how Tua did, this would be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you on that. I respect the take. I don't think they'll ever do that or nothing like it because the quarterback is supposedly the most important. Quarterbacks make them their money because they want to score points, and you can't score points without a quarterback. So that is why.
If that nigga concussed. Shit.
I feel you on that. I do feel you on that. But I think they feel like receivers, running backs, like skill positions are easier to come by than an actual good quarterback. So just as a business term for the NFL, I don't think they're ever going to do it as much as they try to make the game safer, quote unquote. They do, like they have implied those defenseless receiver things. We've seen those flags from time to time. I think this was just a miss. I think this was just a missed call by the refs. I think it was something that, maybe just... And I'm trying not to sound like I'm defending them. But something, yeah, like I said, bro, that they just missed. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't see it. I'm not going to go back on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I had thrown the flag at that point, then we could talk about suspension and we could talk about all of that. But I didn't. So now trying to do it now is just like, all right, it's kind of water under the bridge. But, get well soon, Devontae.
Then what's the New York office for then? They be calling like the office for like, for these type of things. What they there for then?
Shit. After you make the call though, that's what I'm saying. No call is made, then it. You usually only see them when a call is made. So like you see them when it's a reviewing a touchdown, reviewing a first down, or reviewing like a roughing the passer, or reviewing a pass interference or something like that. Call was already made, so it's like, all right, let me bring him in and see if he agreed with the call that was made. They didn't say shit, so it was just like. Another nigga got hurt. We ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm about to get on my Stephen A. I'm finna call. I'm finna start reporting, start snitching. It's ridiculous out here. But go ahead though, man. We can move on to the next.
You know what I'm saying? No, man, that's it for today. That is it for the day. Making these segments, unless you got some extra, making these segments it condenses this a little bit. Keeps us from rambling. Keeps us from talking about a whole bunch of evasive shit unless they got it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate everybody that's here and everybody that's been commenting. Right now it's just been TJ, but all you other people, y'all might be a little shy. We don't bite.
What's some of the key matchups you're looking forward to?
Did I skip that one? You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. This is why y'all need to have a partner, people, ladies and gentlemen. They keep you on track. You know what I'm saying? They keep you on track. When you bullshitting. Key matchups for the week, people. So the key matchups, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and key that in. Because LA was on point and I was not on point. Nowhere near on point. Key matchups for the week. Key matchups. Let me change that. Let me make that a little more specific. Key matchups week 4. So for key matchups week 4, for the key matchups every week, you guys, just letting y'all in, I'm only picking the best games of the week. I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking the Thursday night game or Thursday night games with an S. Sometimes they be tricky because they had that doubleheader on Monday night and it was very interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once the Bills started whooping the Jags' ass, I just turned it.
Oh, yeah. That ill. That was awful.
Yeah.
That was awful. So I'm gonna go Thursday night. I'm gonna go Sunday at 1 o'clock. Sunday 4 o'clock. Sunday 8 o'clock. Monday. We've completed the full week 4 of the highly anticipated matchups. Thursday, we got Giants, Cowboys. You know who I'm rocking with. You know who I'm rolling with, especially since we got this dub on Sunday, and it was a hard fought dub. We had to come back, made some nigga. We fumbled on the opening kickoff, and they scored on one play. The very moment after, nigga, you should have saw me. I was in there flipping my shit like, bro, this is bad. It's about to go all downhill. Then we end up coming back. They didn't score again until the fourth quarter. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, now I got some hope. And the Cowboys lost, so I got some hope. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Ravens Bills is what he's excited about. That is one of the key matchups. We'll get to that.
Excited about that too.
Yeah, Thursday, man. Who you got? How you feeling? I feel like the Giants got some momentum off that big dub. Cowboys reeling a little bit, trying to figure out they like.
Well, it's a lot of things I'm looking forward to this week with these matchups specifically and all these games that we were about to talk about. But I got the Cowboys. They're looking to shake back. No offense to y'all, but y'all aren't great. So I'm going to go pick the Cowboys for this one. And what I'm looking most forward to with this matchup for sure is that Malik Neighbors and Trevon Diggs debacle.
The beef.
So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to see who get the better of who. You know what I mean?
My rook said he done talking.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
He said, I ain't doing all that. He got to see me now.
I'm trying to get straight to business.
I will say to your point, I am a little worried about them not playing as well as they wanted to against the Ravens. So, you know, I always got a thing with good and really good to great players kind of putting that chip on their own shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And coming out with a different level of energy and intensity. So I do think that kind of that does scare me for the game tomorrow. I will say that. That's the only thing that scares me, though. But, like, that is the thing that scares me is that they didn't put out their best performance against the Ravens, and I know they're going to try to get it back in blood. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But hold on. I hope y'all see – you guys see Dak going into the tunnel? No. I hope y'all jump off the bandwagon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hit the showers, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear nothing you talking about, dog.
Yeah, no, he know the schedule will get a little favorable. So if they do run off a couple, it's gonna be like, yeah, y'all try to jump off the wagon and blah blah blah. But it's I don't.
Yeah, go on.
Do I think the NFC East, the way it look now, will it look like that at the end of the year? No, but I really will say that's the only thing I'm worried about as far as them this year. This year do feel different, just in reverse for them. Yeah. So that's the one thing I'm scared about is that they didn't really perform how they wanted to, and they're gonna try to come out and get it back in blood. I will say the fact that they made it a one-score game, made it interesting at the end, takes a little bit of fear out of my heart. I will say that because if they had got smoked, I knew what I was finna get. I was finna get about the ass tomorrow if they had got smoked. So, like, you know, the fact that they competed a little bit toward the end, Ravens took their foot off the gas pedal. I could see a way where they still kind of come in on the, we just got to start fast. We just got to whatever. But Dallas is nothing but front runners, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't nothing but front runners. They if they get a lead, they good. If they got to play from behind, it gets rough. So we gotta do what they want to do and jump out on them early.
I got the Cowboys going into this week though.
Sure. I feel you. And we at the crib. I like the Giants, man. I like us. I like what Dayball is doing now that he calling the plays. Week 1, you could tell he was outcoached by Brian Flores, but everybody's getting outcoached by Brian Flores so far. So I just take that for what it is. And the two teams we lost to have only lost one game. Well, the two teams we lost to lost one game combined. Minnesota hasn't lost, and Washington lost one game. Yeah. So, and they haven't punted in 2 weeks. So it made me feel a little bit better that they kept getting down to the red zone. You know what I'm saying? They have not punted. I don't know. I mean, that's a little bit of a loser mentality, just a little bit, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, both of our wins, us, the Giants, and Dallas, was against Cleveland. So I'll say that. For the 1 o'clock matchups, man, we got Saints versus Falcons. This is, if you live in Atlanta, this is the biggest game of the week. This is the biggest, until they play again, the biggest game of the year. Until they play again, like.
And it's a big week for Georgia too, man. Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia Bama. Georgia Bama this week too. It's a huge week in Georgia for football. So safe to say I'll be in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. I think I actually got to work the Georgia Bama game. I think I got to work, but I'm still gonna watch the game while I'm
Definitely.
there.
Definitely. I'm picking
Who you
Bama
got?
for that one. But go ahead.
Bama?
That's I'm picking
Wow.
Bama. That's
Wow. I have no dog in that fight for college. I don't. I'm just really, 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 really getting in the deep in depth with college. I've been watching obviously for a few years, but just now getting in depth with it. So obviously, I picked my bandwagon team. I'm a Colorado Buffalo. I can give a damn. I went to go see Dion in fucking Jackson for homecoming.
Oh, word?
So once he went to Colorado, I was like, oh yeah, bro, I'm a Colorado fan. I ain't got no football team anyway. I'm picked him.
Prime.
Yeah, Prime, my guy.
Who you got for this Falcons and Saints game though?
This is funny. Side note: thoughts on if Trevor Lawrence should cut his hair. Shout out Pipe Dream Labs, man.
Should he cut his hair?
If it results to winning,
I'm about to say if it's gonna result in some wins.
If it results in some wins, absolutely. Joe Burrow dyed his hair. They ain't won a game since, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. If you want to, it don't matter to me as long as you're getting these W's.
No, for sure. They're my type of questions, though. I like those. Those are out of the box questions. I appreciate you, Pipe Dream Labs. Pause. That sounded a little crazy, but yeah. That looks crazy. But yeah, Saints Falcons, man. I'm taking the Falcons, man. Falcons bounce back after that tough L against Kansas City, and the Saints. I don't want to say go back to normal, but they start to balance back out. Let's say that, like they start to get back to a little bit of normal form. At least let's say good competition rather than what the fuck they've been putting on the field. Because what they've been putting on the field, not sustainable in the first place. 45 points a game is not sustainable. But they was just blowing everybody out, including the good teams. So, yeah, I think the Falcons catch this dub. I think they in Atlanta. So, yeah.
I'm picking the Falcons for sure. We agree on this one. The reason why mostly is because I've seen this from Derek Carr multiple times. I've seen him play great 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Have next 3 weeks terrible. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I've seen this from Derek Carr before. This is a rivalry game, so it's going to be intense. I'm curious to see what the super key matchups. I'm really just curious to see how the Saints offense fares against the Falcons defense. So AJ being on Chris Olave or Shaheed, you know what I'm saying? Or and you got Simmons and Jesse Bates who've been playing out their mind for the last 3 games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see how that defense fares up against their offense, really. So that's really the key matchup for me. You know what I mean? The Falcons' offense is great, obviously, too. Mm-hmm. And their defense is good, too. So, and they're fighting for something in their division because the Bucs are in their division. They're not bad this year. The Saints aren't bad this year, and the Falcons aren't bad. So, yeah, I'm curious. I'm really curious to see this game.
Right. No, I agree. Saints Falcons games as an Atlanta native is always lit. Regardless if you like neither one of the teams, bro, it just be lit in the city the whole time. Like it get a little destructive in the city if they lose, but it's just lit the whole week. The whole week been lit. I've been hearing it every day. Oh, we play the Saints this week. We play the Saints this week. Like it's every day. Both of these teams could be 0-15, game mean absolutely shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be the biggest game of the year. It's gonna be like the Super Bowl here. So just giving y'all some reference for what the fuck I'm about to go through this weekend. But no, I think we could agree on that one for the Falcons taking that one. The 4:00 games were not that interesting to me.
The only one, I don't know if it was a 4:00. The only one that I'm curious to see is how Cliff and that offense goes against AZ, and if he's trying to make a statement when he goes back there, because I don't know if that's a 4:00 game. I want to say
that was the game I actually put on here. That was the key matchup for 4:00. It was Commanders versus Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. I want to see that. I want to see how Kingsbury and that offense, how good they're playing. I want to see if he tries to go back there and make a statement and tries to blow them out of the water. And I'm curious to kind of see that Kyler and Marvin Harrison connection and see if it's legit or not too. So that's not a bad game to watch.
I don't think it's gonna be as bad as the names say.
Yeah.
I think if you like points, you should watch this football game.
Yeah.
If you want to see niggas score 30 points apiece like you saw on Monday night, you should probably watch this football game. The over-under is 50.5. I'm taking the over on that. I would expect a lot of points, bro. Both of these defenses are god-awful.
Yeah.
These defenses are god-awful.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
So
now, I thought Dan Quinn was a defensive mind, too.
Yeah, but personnel matters.
Yeah, that's true.
Bodies matter. Who I got out here matters.
I ain't gonna lie.
And I can't name a corner.
I seen Bobby. I don't know who that was, but I seen Bobby kind of lose a step a little bit.
Come on now. Come on now. Nigga, that's the big, like, come on now.
Hey, Bobby, you
Deron Payne,
famer, though, but
Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, run stoppers. All right, there go your D-line. Nobody else that you can even think of. Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
There go your linebacker. Nobody else you can even think of. And he's old now. He's not like Levante David old where he's playing amazing.
I was wondering why he was like bouncing everywhere. I couldn't really understand. I'm like, because everywhere he went, I was watching him, but I kind of really wasn't watching him like that.
5,000 years old.
Yeah, and I'm like, when he went there, and I just seen that game the other day. I'm like, yo, I see why you've been. You know what I'm saying? You a famer though, no disrespect or nothing, but
yeah, you getting tossed around like like one of them now. No pause. He getting tossed around the league just like that, nigga. No pause at all.
Man. But I'm looking forward to that matchup too, though. What they do.
Yeah, agree. I'm taking Commanders. Commanders roll. Keep rolling. Commanders keep rolling, man. I think if it come down to getting one stop, whether it's a field goal or whatever, I think the Commanders get it for the fucking Cardinals.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna take AZ though. The reason why I'm taking AZ is they're not a consistent team. It seems like it's just like they pop out with W's just randomly. So I think this is one of the games that they're gonna actually win. Like
I feel you.
You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like because the games that aren't supposed to win, they win for some reason. The games that are supposed to win.
Well, I think that's because they're not as bad as people think. They're at a lack of talent. Let me say that. They don't not play hard. They play hard.
Yeah.
Like constantly. So that's how they end up beating teams like Dallas last year and shit like that. Because it's like, nigga, y'all think y'all just gonna walk in here and we gonna lay down just because no, we're gonna play hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, all right, we play hard and we lost. You know what I'm saying? Because that play hard should only get you so far. That should only get you but so far. You see how far I got New England. New England, you got to dub the first game. You go to overtime, second game, you get smacked the third game. It only takes you so far with this playing hard shit.
Yeah.
Talent has to be a part of the equation somewhere. So I'm thinking Commanders roll. Commanders roll, dog.
I got AZ for that one though.
I feel you on that one. To the game that I'm pretty sure TJ stuck around for, Bills-Ravens. Bills-Ravens, 8:00 Sunday night. Lamar has another tough task in front of him. You don't think so?
Hell no.
You don't think so? I think the defense has been playing really well.
Yeah, I think.
And you got to deal with Josh Allen on the other end. Well, as far as matching points.
Well, and we're looped to like last week, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about Marlon Humphreys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad Lamar addressed that whole social media thing, and I'm glad people are starting to see what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Marlon is tripping. You know what I'm saying? You need to do something, brother. But I got the Ravens though for this debut, and I don't think it's gonna be a tall task. I think they come in there and do them how they did the 49ers.
And they roll Buffalo.
Yeah, I think they about to see more than niggas.
I think I like the Ravens too. I like the Ravens in this game. I think I don't know if I'm gonna go with rolling. I think the Ravens' biggest problem is finishing games. Like their absolute biggest problem is finishing games. So if they do start to roll them, even like they did the Cowboys, Josh Allen, now you're just making Josh Allen throw the ball. And that's something he's comfortable with doing. And you still got to tackle. And that's what most of their receivers are good at, the yak. It ain't really the break it down. It's I'm finna throw some short shit. And y'all, they finna cook. You know what I'm saying? So I think it come down to the wire a little bit. I think the Ravens do have problems finishing games. I think that's on, as I've been being convinced lately, I think that's on Harbaugh. Real Ravens fans are definitely getting to me. There you go. Ravens run the damn ball. Not the damn, but run the ball. I think it's starting to be a Harbaugh issue. Yeah, for sure. But then they took their foot off the gas. And it was like, now we got a close game. And it's like, nigga, no. You got to keep going. They not going to stop putting points on y'all head. You might as well continue.
And see, that's my problem with the league right now. They don't value running backs, and they're not being paid, obviously, what they're supposed to be paid. Mm-hmm. And you got people like Derrick Henry and Saquon. Like that's what Eagles fans are mad about. That's what the Ravens fans are mad about. Run the ball. That's what we got them here for. We brought them here for. Run the ball. And when you see they run the ball, you see the results that happen. Saquon breaks out for damn near the game-changing touchdown. Derrick Henry 2 touchdowns because the Cowboys can't defend the run. You know what I mean? So and that nigga's huge. So you know what I mean? Like, you're right. You're right though.
No, I can agree. I just think it's gonna come down to the wire. Game-winning drive somewhere between one of the two. Whether it's on Baltimore or it's on Buffalo. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Allen had the ball last and they didn't get it done, per usual. That's kind of his MO. So
I say the Ravens win by 2 scores.
Hey, I think we doing good, bro. I want to give us a hand clap. I'm going to just say that because TJ's a tough critic, and we talking Ravens. He's a very, 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 very tough critic when we talking Ravens, and he's agreeing with everything we're doing. So that's just good football insight, good football insight right there. Moving on to Monday night, both of these games. Well, no, the first game a little trash. That 7:30 game, I don't know how many people actually gonna tap in. You got Tennessee at Miami, and then you got Detroit at Seattle. I'm gonna take Tennessee. I think Snoop Huntley starting. Well, I don't know. Snoop Huntley versus Will Levis. That is not a game I signed up to watch on Monday, but it might not be that bad.
I'm disappointed, and the reason I'm disappointed in that offense is because of who they have. I'm not saying D-Hop is the prime D-Hop, but he's still effective. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he had
D-Hop. You got Calvin Ridley, and you got Tony Pollard. Like,
and you got Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, and Tyler. I forgot about Tyler Boyd. It's like, yo,
and Chica Congley.
You should definitely be okay. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. He having a rocky start, especially with the Titans put damn near a lot of stock into him by getting rid of Tannehill, getting rid of Malik. You know what I mean? So it's like ultimately you won this quarterback position and job, and what you're doing with it so far hasn't been that great.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think Will Levis is out of there.
Yeah, but I'm taking them though, just because. No, actually, I'm taking Miami.
Man, I like Snoop. If Snoop could get the ball to Tyreek Hill, that's it.
Yeah, I'm taking Miami.
I don't know, but that
you got Jalen Waddle over there too. So
that Ladarius Sneed against Tyreek, part 2.
But you got Jalen Ramsey against Calvin or D-Hop.
You're right.
They cancel each other out, damn near.
Yeah, it's gonna be interestingly mid. It's gonna be one of them games. It's interesting, but it's mid for sure.
Yeah, I'm taking Miami though. And I like they run. Their running back Chaney.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna go with Miami too. I'm gonna just trust. What's the name? Mike McDaniel more than I'm gonna trust Tennessee head coach and Will Levis. So I go with you on that one.
He probably my favorite coach, like in NFL, like personality.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, he's definitely probably, like personality wise. Yeah, him and nah, really just him. Keep it real.
Yeah, he taking Miami too. Snoop used to play for the Ravens, so some Raven love in there for sure. Last game of week 4 would be Seattle versus Detroit. This is a good one. We in Detroit though.
You know, it's funny. This game could go either way.
Yeah.
This game could go, first off, in two ways. It can go the Seahawks way or it can go the Lions way. But just going based on how they've been playing this year.
Mm-hmm.
But also, too, this also can turn into a defensive game. But
for sure,
I expect it to be a shootout, though. I expect it to be a shootout. But it can be a defensive game, though. But I think it's going to be a shootout, and I'm picking the Lions, man. I'm picking the Lions here.
Yeah.
The Lions.
I'm gonna rock with the Lions too. Let me see. If I had to come up with a score, because I agree with you on this. This is gonna be high scoring. So let me see. If I could just make up a score, I'm gonna say 38-33. Something similar to Cincinnati game.
I can see that. It's just, and then, like, remember we were talking about with the Commanders AZ game, who I believe is going to get a stop first. If it comes down to that, I think the Lions get a stop first before the Seahawks do.
I do feel you on that. I got more trust in Detroit, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff versus Geno and Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald's been doing a great job. They're 3-0. And Geno's been playing well enough. But I don't know. I don't see it. And Detroit at the crib. That's like being 12, like at the 12. You know what I'm saying? In Seattle. Like, it's similar to me. They were so bad for so long, and they were still packing out the building. Now that they good in actual Super Bowl contenders, you know they loud, you know they rocking, you know all the seats sold out. Like, it's going to be rough for them, for Geno and them. I mean, they don't got to worry about the elements, so that's cool. But, yeah, I think that'll be a real good game. And I think, like you said, we having a lot of points. I think it's 38-30, 38-33, maybe 35-27, 35-30, something like that. But whatever the over-under is, I'm taking the over.
But fans out there, don't be surprised if this turns into a defensive game. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, if it turned into one of them, it turned into one of them games against the Bucks. I thought the game against the Bucks was gonna be super offensive. I thought it was gonna be nothing but points. Game was like 16-19 or something like that. Yeah, TJ got his score prediction, 27-36. He taking Seattle. He taking Seattle, so 27-36 Seattle. That's a good one. That's
DK better have 2 TDs then. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Him and DK was cooking last week, so they was connecting. That wasn't good for my fantasy, but I got Jackson Smith, so that wasn't good.
So speaking of that, comeback kids, shout out Joe Burrow and shout out James Cook. I appreciate you too. Thank you,
bro. Do you know what's crazy? I'm in 3 leagues. In 2 of them, I'm 0-3. In 1 of them, I'm 3-0. It's some shit going on. It's some shit going on right now.
No, man.
And I lost because of Mark Andrews. I told TJ this. Sorry to cut you off. I told TJ this already because he's a Ravens fan. But, bro, Mark Andrews on the trade block. He got to go. He has 0. I lost my game by 2 points. He had 0.
Shit, that nigga Travis Kelce about to be on the trade block for me. You know what I'm saying, bro? Put up 5 points. Man, the year I want to draft him, he don't want to go off of 30 points a week.
Bro, it's not even that for me. Mine is actually reverse. I've been drafting Mark Andrews for like the last 3 years.
And he been going on.
And he been putting up numbers. And now it's like, bro. I don't want to play no more. Well, sit the fuck down. Bro, you have on replay. Bro, sit down. You making the team worse. You making the game worse. You making my fantasy life worse. Sit down. Just be out. I can put somebody else in that spot if you don't play tonight.
Like the person that's starting over you right now.
I say like if I could just see
But yeah, man. Right now I think I'm like 2-1 in both leagues. Our league I'm 2-1, I think, and then my family league I'm 2-1. So no mind.
I'm about to check the one we in, bro. I barely get on that one. I'm not gonna lie. When I had to go to work and they auto drafted me 8 running backs.
Yeah, but that's
quite literally. I'm not joking, y'all. 8 running backs was on my team when I got here. Yeah. Oh shit! I won a game. Oh shit! Oh
yes,
shit!
Sir.
I won that league. Yes, sir. Nigga, 69 to 44. We both suck. We wasn't scoring no points.
69 points.
Our lineups was trash. Our lineups is awful.
I ain't
tell me, don't trade him. Nah, he gotta go, bro. I'm sorry.
I didn't know I was killing until JC told me. I'm like, bro, I didn't even notice. Once the auto draft happened, I was like, yeah, I'm straight.
I called it quits.
Yeah.
I definitely called it quits.
But nah, your boy on the top of the food chain. You know what I mean?
Hey man, shout out to you, man, because I might not get another win, but I'm glad I won. So I'm 0-3, 1-2, and 3-0. It is I'm making progress. I guess.
Yes, sir.
I guess I'm making progress, my guy. In some way, somehow.
That 0-3 league, though, you gotta get right.
Man, that 0-3 league, bro, you'd be surprised how many games I'm losing by like 3 points. All of them. Yeah. I've lost by less than 10 points in every game.
I was down 30 points. I had 62 points going into Monday night. As soon as James Cook got in the game, he scored. He scored immediately. I was like, all right, cool. Then Joe Burrow put up 40-something. Got me the W.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I would have won that game, and we'll sign off after this, people. I know y'all don't want to hear our fantasy talks, but the crazy thing is, what's his name? Bro, that Juwan Jennings.
Man.
He had 46 points.
Man.
Guess where I had him?
On the bench.
On the bench.
I had Isaiah Likely that first week on the bench. That fool put up like 40. I'm like, yo.
Bro, and the only reason I added him is because I said, hey, bro, Debo out. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Pearsall, they said he wasn't looking good in practice, and he got shot. You know what I'm saying? No CMC. I'm like, nigga, you got to throw the ball somewhere, Brandon. Like, you going to get all the coverage. You got to throw the ball somewhere. I swear to God, I picked him up for that reason. My dumbass didn't start him. And he went for 50, and he'll probably never have that kind of output again. And the next time I start him, he's probably going to have about 5 points. And I'm look like a fucking idiot. But that's how the world works. That is exactly how this works. But, yeah, man. I told y'all I do it at the beginning. Sometimes I do it in the middle. Y'all avoid it the middle. But y'all got to get it at the end. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit the like. Appreciate all the comments. Y'all definitely, if y'all watch this later, y'all comment. Just kind of participate with us, man. We appreciate y'all. Like we always say, we don't want to work forever. And this has not worked us. So, yeah, we appreciate y'all. TJ, you especially, you like, bro, I'm damn near going to send you some merch off the love. He is one of our biggest supporters, if you didn't know. He actually has his post notifications on. He told me. You know what I'm saying? So, we appreciate you. Yeah, man. I'm going to hit you after our live anyway, and I'll probably just get your size and send you some merch. You know what I'm saying? I got them right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? The Trapathon. So, you know what I'm saying? You show love to us. We show love to y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. And we out of here.